Hello, this is my Scrum Masters Elite _UK, providing insights, analysis, and detailed evaluations of rugby. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my latest analyses.
Personally, from Earl's comments about his ability to play in the centre position, it is clear that he is a very open-minded individual with a strong sense of self-awareness. His admission that he's not great at defending, especially when recounting his conversation with George Ford about defence, makes me feel that Earl is not only a skilled player, but also someone with a clear understanding of his strengths and weaknesses. These remarks are a testament to his humility, which is not something every player is willing to acknowledge. In fact, a position like centre in rugby requires great vision and flexibility. However, Earl displays honesty about himself, and that only increases my respect for him. Additionally, I find it very interesting when Earl talks about his preference for playing at number 8. This shows that he has the flexibility to switch between different roles in the lineup, which not everyone is capable of doing. The ability to adapt to various positions on the field not only demonstrates talent, but also confidence in one's ability to adjust to any situation. As an outsider looking in, I find Pollock to be a very remarkable player, not only due to his playing ability, but also because of his strong and energetic personality. His actions and reactions on the field, particularly the knee celebration that Earl mentioned, are a prime example of how a player can make a difference not just through their performance, but also through their impact on the team's overall atmosphere. Pollock's ability to make others uncomfortable in a unique way also shows that he has a significant influence, even if his actions aren't always met with positive reactions. Nonetheless, Pollock brings a fresh energy to the team, and I think this is crucial in a sporting environment that always requires new enthusiasm and dynamism. However, I can't help but think that some of his actions might not be sustainable in the long run if he doesn't develop more finesse and better control over his emotions and attitude on the field. Farrell is a player who can be considered very special in the hearts of English rugby fans. When he first appeared in the England team, I remember there was a lot of criticism directed at Farrell, from his playing style to his decisions in important matches. But over time, I noticed his clear growth, not only in terms of his performance, but also in his leadership on the field. His becoming captain, despite facing significant criticism, proved that Farrell's leadership and strategic abilities are undeniable. That being said, I find that his intensity and passion in crucial moments sometimes make him a controversial figure in the eyes of a significant portion of the fan base. However, recent comments from his teammates about Farrell have given me a different perspective. When a player like Farrell shows respect and admiration for a new teammate like Pollock, I feel that the relationships within the team are incredibly important. The egos of these talented players can sometimes be divisive. But with Farrell, I see a humility and respect for his new teammate. This may be why I've noticed a positive shift in the fans' perception of him recently. From the comments of the fans, I feel that the love and support of the public for players, especially figures like Farrell, has evolved over time. In the past, it seemed like a portion of the fanbase criticized Farrell's mistakes excessively, and I believe sometimes fans can have a negative view of players when they don't succeed right away. However, when looking at Farrell's long-term contributions, I feel that the recognition from fans has become more deserved. I also noticed something interesting in the comments of South African fans, who, while they may not like Farrell for their own reasons, cannot deny his talent. This makes me think about how fans can often have subjective opinions, sometimes influenced by factors outside of the technical aspects, but in the end, talent is still the most important factor in evaluating a player. Overall, the story surrounding players like Earl, Pollock, and Farrell is not just a lesson about rugby, but also a lesson in maturity, character, and how to handle the pressure from the public. Personally, I feel that each of them brings a unique story and contributes in a special way to the England team. The integration of young players with experienced figures like Farrell is a key factor in building a strong and sustainable team. I'm sure that in the future, I will continue to follow the journey of these players and look forward to their next steps, even though they may face numerous challenges.
Thank you. That's all for today's video on my Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Keep following to not miss the next rugby analysis. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.